Everyone, today I would like to share basic knowledge of the runes that I have learned so far. Today I would like to cover four areas. First, what is the best rune to have for your class? Second, to emphasize paying attention to the stats that runes offers. Third, set effect. Fourth, last but not least, where you can get the runes. So, what is the best rune to have for your class? Is, of course, where you have to spend a lot of money. If you go to the event wish shop, and as you can see, there are three runes you can purchase with money. Well, technically, you have money and luck. There is King Arthur rune where you damage and stun people around you. Valkyrie shield where you could do a very strong range damage. And third, Forest Queen Shield, which is the best rune for the oracles to have. It's the anti King Arthur shield where it heals when you take a potion or when you get hit by the King Arthur's AoE. So, if you are other than Oracle, then King Arthur shield and Valkyrie shield would be the best shields you could have. But based on the conversation that I had with top players who have those runes, I heard that they spent on average about $500 to $700. So I don't have that much money to purchase a rune. So I don't know if you have it, but there you go. And if you are Oracle, then you would be first Queen Shield and either King Arthur or Valkyrie Shield. So there you have it. The best runes to have. Now moving on to the second topic, paying attention to the stats. Um, so let's just right now I'm Oracle. So if you look at the stats that runes offers, I have HP and physical defense, HP magic defense, um, attack power. So all these stats that Rune offers, they all pretty good. You rarely could go wrong. But for example, I have this rune in my Supreme rune book, but as you can see, it has strength on it, which is not very helpful to the Oracle, but it does have the old stats, so I still keep it in there and to increase my BR. So I just kept it in there for now. But if I have something better, I'll definitely replace it. But when it comes to stats, it's difficult to go wrong because you'll see that the all these stats are very important. Debuff damage boost, meaning extra damage you does when there's a debuff, when this target have a debuff. So how you could find out what these stats means is by going to bag stats, and here it shows basic stats that I have: magic attack power 11,650 and health point 261,000. And if you go advanced, then you will see the much more detailed stats. And if I keep scroll down, then here debuff damage boost 7%, extra damage done to targets affected by debuffs. So if you are looking for explanation, you could definitely find it under the Stats tab, and where those detailed informations are located. There are a couple of stats that I would like to emphasize for oracles, which is healing bonus. It affects the healing, and summoned damage boost for paladin increases damage done by your pets and summoned. So going back to the runes, as you can see, I have two Vesemir, which increase summon damage boost 8% and 7%. Of course, these stats can be improved by refining. I have spent a lot of rune spirit to refine these runes, and so far I only have got to 4686, and I'm sure as you keep go on, it could make it better. But now I have finally got my set effect. But in order to retain that set effect and continue to increase my rune stats, I need this item, which costs 40 diamonds. And as you can see, I only have 765 diamonds, and I have many other areas to improve. So I will leave it as is for now. But as Oracle, my paladin does the heavy lifting, doing damage to the opponents. So I have two of these runes, but of course, this red rune is not the highest grade. The highest grade would be the red shiny runes. But until I get that better, ideal, much better runes, and in order to refine it again and to have set effect again, it's going to take a lot of readers and a lot of long time. So I won't worry about it right now. I'm very happy with what I have. And for the healing bonus, because I am a dedicated healer, I kept these two syrup runes, which gives extra healing bonus and crit resistance, and the basic stats are magic defense and health. So voila, it's an amazing rune for Oracle, despite the its yellow shiny rune, which is lower than red shiny runes. But I have kept it too. Until I have like amazing, awesome rune, I'll continue to keep these two runes um, for now. So now that we have talked about the basics of the rune, I would like to talk about the set effects. So when you, if you're a beginner, then you should plan what runes you will have based on the set effects you will have. Two set effects will come from the square runes, and two set effects will come from the circle rune. So at the bottom, you can see I have achieved three set effects, and one missing, which I will eventually refine this Elf Prince rune and hopefully obtain the bat, and I will complete the set effect of bat. I'm going back to the topic. So in order to have a set effect, you need to have three runes that have that effect. For example, Vesemir have the Demon Hunter, and you can find out by going to the rune and click preview, and you will see what kind of stats it will offer. It offers Assault and Demon Hunt. So I got Demon Hunt here 1. No, that one has Assault. This one has assault. Here's 2. And no, this one has assault. This one has demon hunt. So as you can see, I have total of 3 demon hunt uh, runes, which allow me to have this attack ignores 15% of the target's magic defense. So I am a magic attack user, so this is pretty important to me. Oh, and look at the bottom. It actually shows which runes have these set effects if you click on them. This set is available to Vesemir, Lafia, Shepherd, Marlin King, Hasaki, Alice, and Snow Princess. So, as you can see, you will have 2 effects from square runes and another 2 effects from the circle rune. And if you're Oracle, I would recommend having Assault, increase damage done to all targets by 8.5%. Demon Hunt, attack ignores 15% of target's magic defense. Ocean, reduce all damage taken by 10%. And Bat, attack has a 10% chance to trigger Bat, instantly recovering HP equal to 180% of the damage. So, as you can see, there are exception of the ignore, except not counting the rune at the center. You have 1, 2, 3 at the left side and another 1, 2, 3 at the right side. So with page 1 and page 2, you have total of 12 and divide that by 3, which will have 4. So you can have 4 effects. And with the expensive, if you ever can get expensive rune such as King Arthur, Valkyrie, or Forest Queen, you could put it in the center area. Talking about the center rune, not many people know that how you can open that area extra runes socket at the center. In order to obtain extra socket in the center, you have to have plus 12 clock, which is you need to have a yellow grade clock, and you have to enhance to plus 12. Then it will unlock the additional socket at the center at the page 1. And in order to open another socket at the center of page 2, then you need to have the red clock, which is you have to collect 5 scarlet silk and combine it and enhance to plus 15. And it consumes a lot of lunar clauses in order to enhance to that level. And this is something side topic, but if you want to have this fancy looking clock, then you have to upgrade this scarlet red shield clock by consuming these materials. And as you can see, I only have 1 done and I have 2 more areas to go. And after that, if I unlock the rank 1, then I'll have this cool looking white clock skin. However, these materials are extremely expensive. Like if these clock and scarlet red silk were ever on the market, there will be 10 million gold leaves. So I don't know when I'll be able to upgrade them. It's far away story for me right now. Okay, going back to the topic of the runes. So we talked about the what's the best rune, stats, and side effects. How about where we can get those runes? Basically, by doing daily quests. One dungeon you one area you will get runes are going to Sky Tower, which opens every couple of days, and not the Nightmare Tower, the Sky Tower. As you can see, the reward preview present the runes, and another area is by doing ore mines, which will give you these rune chests, and you have to open the rune chest by going runes workshop and insert those chests and open them, and by doing so you'll obtain runes. And another way to obtain runes is going to the Commerce Guild, credit, runes. So here you can purchase runes by using this credit called Rune Soul, and you can obtain it by dismantling the rune. Right now I have a 602. I could probably buy a rune that I want, but for example, let's just say I want to dismantle this rune. Dismantle. Then as you can see, I will obtain sorry rune soul, but I want to do it right now. And going back to the shop. So with those rune souls, you can purchase the runes you specifically want, and in order to have that side effect, so you want to have a right uh, amount of the runes you require. And you could refresh this by clicking this button at the bottom, refresh now. It says it will automatically refresh in 3 days and 16 hours. But if you have something in your mind and you want to quickly refresh, then you could click refresh and it will spend 50 rune souls, which is too expensive for me, so I won't go there. So if you're patient and willing to wait, then you save a lot of resources. So there you go. All right, I think we covered all areas topic that I wanted to share with you all. And there you have it. Thank you very much for listening. Everyone have a good day. Bye bye.